Some information on this mofly P-51D Mustang warbird. It flies great on 2S as it is stock, and it has really good stability and adequate power to perform aerobatics. This is probably the most stable P-51 Mustang I've flown so far. On 3S, it has become my favorite warbird of all the ones that I've flown and the ones I still have in my inventory. Links to everything will either be in the show notes or in the pinned comment in the comment section below the video window. So first we'll go over the setup, and then I'll give you some information on my 3S mods for this plane. Here's some notes. This same setup works for me on both 2S and 3S power. I have a nose ballast weight of 5 grams to get my CG using my 3S LiPo, which is a 3S 650mAh 75C LiPo, which weighs 53 grams. There'll also be a link to the playlist in that pinned comment in the comment section below the video window, and it contains all of the videos that I've produced and published so far. You'll find a video in there that's a details and tips video, which will go more in depth in the features of the plane as it comes stock. CG. The specified CG is 25 to 35 millimeters from the leading edge of the wing. That range is a very good range. It's a very accurate range, so they got that correct in the documentation. My CG is located 33 millimeters back from the leading edge of the wing at the aileron servo arm. So right there with a neutral balance is where I have my CG. If you watch any of the videos that I produced on 3S setup, you'll see that that makes it very, very stable, very forgiving, and very predictable. My control linkage setup, I won't go over all of it here, but it's all listed here for you to take a look at. The way I have it set up is I have maximum swing of the servo arms to give me the amount of deflection that I want, and that makes the control surfaces much more smooth. My radio setup, on ailerons, I have a dual rate of 100%. I have Expo 60, and my deflection on the ailerons is 13 millimeters up and 13 millimeters down. That gives you a fairly fast roll rate, so I've got some aileron movement in reserve if I need it. My elevator has a dual rate of 100%. Expo of 50%, and my deflection on the elevator is 14 millimeters up and 14 millimeters down. This setup works absolutely great as a starting point, and then you can tune it to your flying style. All right, so the rudder has a dual rate of 100%, Expo of 25%, and my deflection is 18 millimeters left, 18 millimeters right, and that gives you really good control authority with the rudder. You can perform some really good hammerhead maneuvers with this rudder, the amount of rudder deflection that I have set up on it. All right, so all of my deflection, when I publish my setup files, the deflection is measured opposite the control horns, if it's possible, or as close to where the control horns are located as you can get. In the least restrictive gyro mode, if the plane has a gyro. Okay, so sometimes they don't have a manual mode, sometimes it's just a 3D mode is the least restrictive mode they have. So make sure that you have it in the least restrictive mode when you're measuring deflection. All right, so my launch throttle on 2S with the stock amount of power and the stock setup on it is 75% with a slightly upward angle, a moderate chuck, and it takes right off without losing any altitude. On 3S, you only need 55% with the components that I've got set up on it for my 3S mods. Same thing, slightly upward angle, moderate chuck, takes right off without losing any altitude. My setup, my weights. So the plane weighs 219 grams. That is without the LiPo, without the camera, without the bomb pods or external tanks, whatever they're supposed to be. A stock LiPo is a 2S 1300 mAh 20C lithium ion battery, and it weighs 64.4 grams, which gives me an all-up weight of 283.4 grams. On my 3S mod setup, the plane weighs 237 grams, less the LiPo, camera, and bomb pods. The LiPo that I use is a 3S 650 milliamp hour 75C LiPo that weighs 53 grams, and that requires me to use 5 grams of nose ballast weight to get that CG I spoke of earlier with the neutral balance. That gives me an all-up weight of 295 grams. Okay, at this weight, with this setup, this plane is a cloudbuster and it has unlimited vertical. Alright, my 3S mod components. I used a Radio Link by Gyro to replace the gyro receiver board that was stock in the plane. I replaced the receiver with the Radio Link R8XM S-Bus receiver. I replaced the ESC with a Hobbywing Skywalker 15 amp 2S 3S to 3S ESC. I would recommend with this setup that you go with a 20 amp ESC if you can, because at full throttle with the stock motor and prop, it's pulling around 16 amps. So I don't typically go full throttle with it until I've already run a couple of circuits, so I don't think I'm going to be going over 15 amps at the time that I, punch it full throttle, but I'm right there, at the capacity of the ESC. So 20 amp or even a 16 amp would be better. The battery is a Tat2 3S 650 milliamp hour LiPo, and it is 75C. It is a great flying plane. It has become my all-time favorite warbird that I've flown so far. I absolutely have a blast with it. There'll be links to everything as I stated in the show notes and in the pinned comment in the comment section. So look for everything there. That's a wrap on this episode. Stay tuned, and I'll see you next time in the Tinker's Lab.